the Pretty Spiritual Channel. This is the How Do They Feel About You Love Collective reading. This one is a little different from the one I did the other day. The other day, it was more about the energy between you. This one is more so about their actual feelings for you, okay? Or their feelings about you, towards you, whatever. And so I'm going to start out with this game. Joking hazard, and hopefully YouTube's bot won't give me any issues over it, because these cards can be quite absurd. But I am going to be censoring the messages and whatnot. And if the card looks inappropriate, I'm not going to show you the card. I'll just let it sit somewhere here over far on the table, but I'm not going to show you the card. But I will interpret the message in a very clean way so that YouTube is not giving me a hard time. And I will be doing free readings after this. I actually forgot to title this reading as free readings. How did I forget to do that? Let me see. How can I edit this so that y'all know? Oh, there we go. So that y'all know. Plus, oops. Free reads. Oops. Okay. Hopefully that will. So I'm gonna have to let some stuff go. I'm just gonna take one of these out the title and then get going. All right. Bam. There we go. All right. So that you guys know that there's free readings here. Okay. So I'm going to be using my tarot cards as well right after these particular cards. And I'm going to pull one from each one of these decks. These are the hardest cards to shuffle ever. They're so slippery. I don't know how anybody shuffles anything with these. Let's see. How do they feel about you, collective? Oh my gosh. They feel like you should off yourself. Don't do that, of course. Do not do that. So they're not feeling really good about you. They feel like you should just go and, go bugger off somewhere. Go bug off. And I mean in a hostile manner. That's how they're feeling, because they're pretty pissed off. What did you guys do? Maybe you guys didn't do anything. Maybe it's just, they're just not thinking from a healthy mental space. Maybe they are entitled. Maybe they could be narcissistic. Who knows? Or maybe you guys really did do something to piss them off. It also could be that they told you to, piss off or to leave them alone because they don't want to be bothered. And you're shocked or something. Or maybe, you know what? Yeah, maybe you told them to go elsewhere, leave you alone, and you weren't so nice about it. And they're in shock. Okay. Maybe so I think maybe that could also be what it is. You take the messages for how they resonate. Okay. It's going to be one or the other. So either they told you to bug off and that left you in shock, or you told them to bug off and it has them in shock. Wow. Okay. By the way, I don't read these cards in reverse. I read them in the upright. Because they have good and negative messages to them. And what I'm looking at here is two pals sitting in the sunset. So this looks like companionship. This looks like friendship. This looks like comforting one another. And they're looking at the sunset go down. This is also a romantic kind of vibe here, okay? So what's odd is that's really odd energy. I mean, really odd. So it's like, why would they tell you to get lost, or maybe you told them to get lost and they're in shock and maybe they want to reconcile with you. Whatever happened between you two, regardless of who said what, it pretty much looks like there was a falling out and it looks like they want to reconcile with you and have a good moment. So let's see what else is here. So what else is here for the scenario besides them falling out with you or you falling out with them and them wanting to come together with you and reconcile? Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live. Thank you for the love. How else do they feel about you? Waiting for a card to pop here. I kind of sense a little bit of hesitation here. Ooh, this is a lot of cards. Yeah, I kind of sense there's some hesitation and somebody kind of either slowly wanting to reveal something to you, or there's some hesitation because of I don't know what it is that somebody's trying to hide, but wow, I'm you from the future. Do not tell my wife about this. And somebody here is nervous and sweating bullets. Okay. So somebody did something here that somebody did something regrettable. Somebody definitely did something regrettable. And it feels like they're trying to, because of the way those other cards fell out, and this is a heavy load at that, because a lot of cards fell out heavy on top of this, hiding this. I pay attention to all sorts of energy when it comes to these cards, you guys, because it speaks volumes. Someone's kind of getting ahead of themselves. It's as if they know that they're going, if they hadn't made a mistake yet, it's like they know they're bound to, and they're going to want to hide it from you. And I got a feeling that you guys are nervous about this. Whatever this is that you think they may do that may hurt you or may disappoint you. It's possible also that they know they want to commit to you, but they know they are not going to be perfect. They know they're going to be less than perfect, and they probably going to slip up and do something to hurt you. Okay, you could possibly be sensing this about them. So, putting joking hazard to the side here, I'm just going to move that over there. Let's get into the other cards here, the oracle cards and the tarot cards, to see how do they feel about you. And once I'm done with this reading, then I will do free reads up into a certain point in which I will have to leave. Okay, so let's see. Oh, hold on. I didn't really want that many, so I'm going to put those back and flip and keep shuffling through that. How else do they feel about you, collective? And this is the love read, so this is not general. This is either somebody you're involved with, somebody that you've been dating, seeing, involved with in some form, or in a relationship with, or somebody that you are thinking about. But it has to be somebody that you know in actual real life that you have some form of involvement with. It can't be your crush or anything like that, because if you don't have any real it could be a crush if you have had interaction with them, but it can't be somebody you have not had any interaction with. Otherwise, it won't make sense. Okay, so somebody's I don't know, they're half discontent because this came out sideways. So in one sense, they are pleased with you, and but in they're content with you, but in another sense, they're not. They're just in another sense they're disappointed. So it's like they're half pleased with you, half disappointed. Okay. Somebody here is not willing to budge. They're not willing to budge here. Now, keep in mind, this is supposed to be how they feel about you. Some of your energy could come up in this read as well, but they're not willing to compromise. They're not willing to budge. They're not willing to stretch themselves. They're not willing to agree or meet you halfway. It's strange. This is very odd. At the same time, they still want to be in touch with you. They still want to connect with you. I feel like they still want to be with you but under circumstances in which it feels like they would have control here in the situation. There's truth and clarity here. It could be something that they feel like they're seeing with you or in you, and they're not willing to take a risk. They're not willing to take the gamble. They're not willing to take the plunge. I don't know if this is the truth, or it's the truth from their perspective. So it looks like they see something in you that gave them clarity that has them feeling like they're not willing to take a risk or take a gamble with you in some form. It's also possible that it's you who sees some truth in them and you haven't been willing to take a risk. It could also be both of you. So I'll just say this. Somebody here is seeing something and it has them feeling like, maybe I should, be more cautious here. Let's see, what else is the energy here? So there's hesitation, yeah, whatever it is that they saw, they're not thrilled about. They're clearly not happy. Or whatever it is you see, So, but this is supposed to be how they feel about you. But I just keep feeling like you guys' energy is seeping into this. But so take it for how it resonates. But I appreciate you letting me know that it resonates, Kevin. Thanks. Okay, so let's see what else is here. They appear to be unhappy about whatever it is that they're seeing. It also could be maybe they feel like what they're seeing is you're not willing to take a risk. So that's for some of you, not everybody. So it's either they're not willing to take a risk because they see something in you and they don't like it and it makes them unhappy, or it literally is the truth is you're not willing to take a risk, and because it's something you're seeing that you're not happy about, and maybe this is what they're seeing, but yeah, they're not willing to explore or journey any further. So it's like they're not willing to look for the purpose here in this situation. That's disappointing. Ooh, I want all of those and a miracle card. So they either are hoping for a miracle or thinking it's going to take a miracle. I feel like they either feel like it's going to take a miracle for this situation to work out, or somebody does. Or hoping some sort of blessing comes out of the situation. Hoping for a prayer, hoping for a miracle. Instinct is here. Somebody, it's like they sent something. They sent something. Yeah, they sent something. And it goes back to when I had the joking hazard cards. I'm you from the future. This is like somebody warning themselves about something that they see in the other person. And it's got them nervous because whatever it was, it's a mistake. Do not tell my wife about this. Now, depending on the dynamics of if you're a guy or gal and what your orientation is, you can change it around to husband, whoever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a gender neutral reading. But there's some sort of I got a feeling that somebody does not trust somebody here because they sense that the other person is not loyal. Okay. And either they don't trust themselves to be loyal to you, and therefore they don't want to commit any further or compromise any further or take any further risk to invest further in you, or they don't trust you and think you possibly might not be loyal. Leo, how you doing? Can you read the description or up, read the description box or read the I think I didn't I pin that up there? Read I pinned info in the chat there. Go ahead and read that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. So this person, this is like the second card I'm seeing here where they're not willing to look any further into this connection. They don't feel a need to get to know anything more about you, maybe because they don't want to, maybe they're afraid to discover what they might find out, or they just don't have the interest to want to know more. Okay. um and for those of you who just came into the reading because this is being recorded live, like I said, I can see clearly here they still want to deal with you. They still want to have some sort of friendship or companionship with you, or they still want to be involved with you, just more so on their terms. And it feels like a need to control here because they're not going to take any gambles or any risk. But there's some sort of controlling energy here in this connection in terms of how they feel about you. Now let's see what the other energy is here before I get to the tarot card. I like doing all these oracles first. Okay, so they're actually not embarrassed or ashamed to be upfront about the fact that they really don't have any further interest to explore beyond what already you guys have established, simply because they know where they stand with you. They know where they stand with you, or they feel they know where you stand here in the situation, in terms of, because it could also be you not willing to further explore anything here in this connection, not willing to take any further chances because you can already discern some things and see some things and you're not happy about it, I want to say somebody here feels glad to be even aware of the situation, but let's see what else is here. Interesting. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I felt like somebody wanted to reconcile if there was a falling out. And it appears that somebody feels like coming out to offer a fresh start because of the birth card here with the cave in reverse. Regardless of what is here, regardless of any hesitations, I still mention, like I said, somebody still wants to be dealing with you. They still want to be involved. But it's pinning upon them going about it the way they feel comfortable going about it. Okay? No gambles, no risk. But they still see success here. They still see that um they could level with you in some form and still be involved with you. They still feel like this could work out. They still feel like somehow the energy could be turned around. It's like they sense it. So even though they haven't been happy about what they've been seeing or sensing before, it's like they sense this could turn itself around. And I feel like they may be praying for this to happen or praying for a miracle to happen in regards to this. Now, for a small one fraction of you, I have a feeling that there's some Jerry Springer stuff going on here in which somebody may have messed up and did something they were not supposed to do, and it involves a child being created or made elsewhere, or maybe they suspect that this could happen. But that's not everybody. That's just that's somebody out there, but that's not everybody. Okay, so take what resonates, what doesn't. Leave exactly where it is, because this is for the collective. Let's see what other energy is here. Okay. Now this is a lot of cards. I'm not gonna pull all of them, but I definitely feel like this one wanted to be seen the way they flipped up. So somebody here, they're willing to commit. They want to commit. They're interested in committing. Okay. This could be a promise ring, engagement, marriage, or it could just be just, a general commitment, of whatever kind, and depending on the level that you're at. So somebody here is feeling like uh committing, okay, or they're looking at the possibility here. um I don't feel like these other cards make any sense. I really don't even feel like I was supposed to read the rest of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back in, and I'm going to shuffle back up. If they're meant to come back out, they will, because I've seen it happen numerous times. But I really don't feel like those cards are the ones that are supposed to come out. But let's see what happens here. Because if they're supposed to, then they're supposed to. And I didn't want that many cards to begin with. I really just wanted a few. Like one or two, a couple. Let's see if we can get them to pop back out if they're supposed to. This deck really doesn't want to budge much. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now this is interesting. So somebody here, they're willing to give their heart. I feel like they have their heart set on you, or they're feeling passionate about you, and when they're willing to give their heart, and they have no secrets. They're willing to tell it all. So let's say if this person, let's say if you fell out or something crazy happened in your situation with them, right? I feel like they are willing or ready to come out of being closed off, to come out of, that keeping to themselves mode, and open up and hope for a fresh start. offer you their heart, offer to be vulnerable, and offer to, be truthful with you, and they could see themselves committing in some form to you. Um, Now, I got a feeling they think it's going to take a miracle um, for this to happen, or for them to get you back, or what, or for them to, um, or this could be for you guys could be feeling like it's going to take a miracle for this to happen. Maybe this is what you guys desire, because, like I said, even though this is supposed to be about how they feel about you, I noticed that sometimes the energy of the person who's watching comes out and your desires pop up, in which a lot of times that's just a need for you to pay attention to your own feelings rather than theirs sometimes. Okay. So, depending on how this is resonating for you, pay attention to if you really need to be focused on how they feel versus how you feel. Okay. So, and maybe taking a look at this whole thing, because somebody here is not willing to compromise, yet they don't want to let go. They're definitely holding on, and this feels a little controlling, a little manipulative, but somebody doesn't want to, let go. But okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. So tarot cards. How else do they feel about you? So let's see. How do they feel about you versus um their next step towards you, or whatever, or outcome or whatever. So let's see. Hello. Like, these cards really don't want to pop. They're very much staying in line. So I got a feeling that whoever this is, they're gonna try. They're gonna try their best, or maybe you both will, to stay in line. Meaning to not upset each other, piss each other off, or to do anything that's going to hurt the other, or disappoint the other, or let the other down. You know what I'm saying? So ooh, okay, so there we go. Because I didn't think a card was gonna come out. Yeah, you guys might think they're not gonna show up and say anything, or open up say anything. I feel like they will, but it's gonna be delayed. It's gonna take a minute. Okay, so if they're not talking to you or showing you anything, it's gonna take a minute, because it's like they're really trying to straighten out, or stay in line, or get it together, or stay together, in terms of keeping themselves in check. Okay. Because I feel like somebody was out of line. Somebody offended somebody, okay, or did something offensive, okay, at some point. And it could have caused division between you guys, or just caused, something to be off. So they feel like right now they feel a lot of burden. They feel like it's a lot of work. They feel like, oh, where's my voice going to? Sound like Mickey Mouse. They feel like they feel like and I feel like they know they can handle taking on whatever the burdens are, and that they will. But this definitely is a burden. This is definitely weighing heavy on them. This is definitely a lot. This is definitely a lot to task. They also could have a lot going on. So they might work a lot, or have a lot of responsibilities, or have a lot to juggle. Okay. I feel like this is also emotionally tasking on them, emotionally heavy on them, in a burdensome type of way. But they got the Six of Cups here. So they're looking back. They're looking back. Um, Man, why do I get this sneaky energy again? I kind of get this sneaky energy. So whatever they were guilty of doing before, it's not to say that they may be guilty of anything. I got a feeling somebody is, and or they were, and they're looking back at something they did, you know, and that might be the burden here, that they're looking back at something they did while they are walking forward. Okay. So that's one way I'm looking at it. The other way I'm looking at this is they're leaving something or somebody behind, and or they're leaving something or someone or somebody behind. Okay. And they're taking this offer with them, okay, as they move forward. Um, Whoever they left behind is still back there enjoying whatever it was that they had, okay. It's almost like they're unaware of that this person's walking away, because this person's walking away, but they're walking away as if they're sneaking away, okay. And this is a past energy, a past card, so it's possible, yeah, it's still definitely possible that they did something that they weren't supposed to. This could be haunting them. That could be the burden. It could be haunting y'all's relationship or situationship, whatever it is you got going on. But they're taking something with them, and it's an offer. Either they're taking it to give it to you, or they're taking it to hold on to use later. But it looks sneaky. I'm sorry, it looks sneaky. Either way, go. It looks sneaky. Or they're taking it as a souvenir. You know, they're taking that memory or whatever it was they got from that situation as a souvenir. Looking back, like they won't miss this. I'm gonna take it anyway. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, I don't like that at all. Let me get one more card. One more card. What's an outcome? So I feel like that's their intentions is to walk away from the past, move forward, but there's something they're still clinging to. So they're still stuck in the past a little bit, or they're still just a little bit holding on to whatever it was that they are walking away from. It could be you holding on to something that you're walking away from, but whatever the case is, and it could be I don't like that energy. It's, as much as I want to put a positive spin on that Six of Cups, I'm really not getting it. I'm just not. Okay. But there's somebody or something they definitely don't need to leave in the past. Okay. Or it could be a situation that happened in the past, whether it's between you and them or somebody else. They just need to leave it there because it's a burden. Just really taking on correcting this whole situation to get things back right feels heavy to them, or feels like a burden, but it's something nonetheless I feel like they know they have to do. So they could have too much going on also. They could have too much going on. And I just can't get one card to come out. It's almost like trying to get somebody to confess something and they don't want to do it. Normally these cards be breaking the neck to come out. Not this time. Okay, so they're not gonna be in a rush though. They're not gonna be in a rush to come forward or to get out of this past energy, to deal with it, handle it. And this is about something, the Hierophant reverse, something that was wrong, or something that was inappropriate, or something that really shouldn't have happened. But they're trying to get prepared. Okay, they're trying to get prepared. Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, for a new passionate beginning. Okay, this also could be moving, relocating, a new job, career, or promotion, or a new passionate beginning in a relationship. Okay, whether it's with you or whomever. But All right. Let's see with some of these cards that I created, what else comes up. I have a couple of decks I have that I created. Flipping around. Okay, so they think about you often or a lot. I don't know why I get that's a burden for them though, but they do think about you a lot or often. Get another card to pop up out of here. They don't take you seriously though. So that can't be good. But it goes back to me saying that they still want to be involved with you. They still want to hold on, but they're not willing to compromise. So that's the same thing as not taking you seriously. They are attracted to your personality. So there's something about you that they personally like. You know, it's your personality. Your personality is what sets you apart from everybody else. It's almost like they know you're different. Now isn't this a contradiction? Whoever this is, they contradict themselves because once again, they take you seriously. This is what it's saying. It's saying that they take you seriously while this one's saying that they don't. So they're a walking contradiction. They don't know it. How they feel. I'm going to pull 2 more cards from this deck, and then I'm going to move on to the other deck that I have. They are very busy now, so they're too busy right now. So if they haven't come forth to you, it's because they're very busy. And I did mention the 10 of Wands there, where they have a lot of responsibilities and burdens and things. So that's just more confirmation that they're just too busy to really come forward. Okay, that final card right there. They think there's something about you that they feel is either foolish or immature. So they think you have your own shortcomings. As much as they may have their own shortcomings, they think you definitely have your shortcomings. Okay, so they think that you could stand to be more wise or more mature here as well. So let's see. I'm going to take half of this and put half that there. So this is another deck here that I created to kind of get a little bit more clarity. But let's see how else they feel about you. And then I'm going to do the spiritual advice and then hurry up for the readings and whatnot. Keep in mind that I may or may not get to all of you. So remember, if it is a priority for you to get your read in before I have to roll out, because I do have to leave out by 2:50, 2:55. Okay. So there's something here in the energy of honest and integrity energy here. So somebody here is being honest or have integrity, or they want to be honest and have integrity here. This could be the energy of either one of you, but I feel like this is, I feel like they want to be honest with you. There's definitely lust here. Somebody definitely desires to get you in bed. I feel like they missed that. if they've been had any time apart from you, but there's definitely energy of lust, and I feel like it's heavy though. This also could be a reason why they won't let you go. Besides the fact that they know there's just something different about you. What else is here? I feel like they find you interesting or the situation's interesting. They probably know that you're spiritual. They could be spiritual themselves. They probably even sense that this is a spiritual connection. There's definitely a spiritual connection in itself here, which is so if I can go as far as to say a soul tie for some of you. Okay, so this is interesting. Integrity, trust. Okay, so integrity and trust and honesty, that's like the second time that comes out. So that's definitely energy that's weighing heavy here. There's a need for there to be trust, honesty, and integrity here in this connection, in this situation. And this either matters a lot to them, or it matters a lot to you, or it matters a lot to both of you, especially if it's the workout. Someone here is self-involved, selfish, or self-centered. And I'm just going to get one more from here, and then that's it. Let me see. Okay, that should have been one, but it's two. There's open-mindedness here. So somebody is open-minded in the situation, and somebody here is bisexual, okay? Whether you're aware of that or not. Now, like I said, there was the truth card that came up here, in which what came out with it was someone seeing the truth and not being too thrilled about it, okay? And that could possibly be one of the reasons why. Like I said, somebody, and I think somebody, like I said, may have explored that or may have dived into that situation, but it's not 100%. But that card came out, so keep in mind that somebody is fluid. Somebody is definitely fluid in their sexuality or in their orientation or what they like. Okay, Oracle cards. Where am I? Oh, they're right here. They're right here. There's something you need to reconsider. Look for a sign. Trust. There's something you need to trust. Either you need to trust what you know you've been seeing, or you need to trust in, there's something I feel like you need to trust in, that you know you've been seeing, you know you've been sensing, you know you have been discerning, your intuition. You need to also, for somebody, I feel like you need to trust in God here, but if that's the case, make sure you say your prayer, because you got miracle card here. But I feel like there's something that you need to pay attention to, or you need to validate that you may have been ignoring. Okay. Let's see what you got going here in terms of other advice. Angel tarot cards. Three of Cups here. So that's a card of celebration. That's a card of good news. It could also be a card of pregnancy. To a lot of tarot readers, the Three of Cups signifies a third party situation. That card rarely, if ever, signifies that to me. I usually look for the Three of Swords to accompany that card before I assume that there's a third party. I look for a lot of things to assume anything, but that's a card of celebration, a wedding, graduation, or a birth announcement. the need to have more fun. This is advice to you that you need to enjoy your life more. If this connection does come back together, you might want to work on enjoying your connection and doing things that will help lift the burdens and whatnot. Um, Otherwise, that card can indicate possibly uh, some other things going on that you might need to be aware of in the connection, such as a pregnancy, uh, some news of a birth or something, or a third party. This is my party card. This is typically a celebration party card, really, but very rarely do readers ever interpret that way. I like to stick to the traditional stuff, but um, that Ten of Wands shows right back up. It shows back up. It's indicating it's a burden. It's too much. It's a lot. Somebody may need to enjoy life more. It could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you guys. There's too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress related health concerns. You know, there's a need to be more lighthearted, I think, and just enjoy life more, maybe even enjoy the connection more. But let me get one more card for this. Let me hurry up and get one more card for this. Two of Earth. Okay, so that's juggling. That's juggling. Trying to do a balancing act there. There's too much going on. So there's something that needs to be dropped or released or let go because there's too much going on. There's a need to make a choice or a decision. And once again, it comes back to that lighthearted approach because it's telling you also to consider a more playful approach. Take a breather, take a breath. Somebody's overworked, somebody's overstimulated, somebody is worked up, somebody is anxious, somebody's been doing too much, and it's been stressful. This person could need to relax and take a break more. You could as well. You both could. Somebody, and this is for somebody out there, somebody may need to just take a break from the situation and just enjoy your life for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just take a break, enjoy your life for a minute, and then let things come back together. That's not for everyone. That's for somebody. Wow. There's so many cards here that's talking about focusing on your happiness. Now, if you look at this couple here, they're choosing to be lighthearted and have a lot of fun. So some of you, you've just been too serious, and you just need to lighten up in your connection or in dealing with this person. Some of you just need to enjoy your life more, period. But it just keeps talking about take it ease, take a load off, socialize, have some fun, relax, do something fun. Love your body, love yourself. Love your body, love yourself.